Namadi was our venture fund, which we set up quite a long time ago to invest in not necessarily all food and drink brands, but just disruptive earlier stage businesses. And I'm not a natural investor. I like rolling my sleeves up and getting involved in running the business. So the investment side of it is something we sort of learned along the way. And if you're buying a business or creating a business from scratch, as we've done more recently with LA Brewery, you have to you have to get some money in from outside. So that's the extent of my interest in investing. But I look at a lot of business plans, write a lot of business plans. There's a kind of set format for a business plan. It's like a sort of, university dissertation or whatever. And if you stray from it, you probably get marked down. But essentially, all I'm interested in is show me the product and show me the people who are going to get behind it. Is there a team? A team is more than one person. And the product doesn't have to be perfect, because, a really good team will work out what's wrong with the product and be constantly course correcting it. The worst teams are those that are just saying, when will these people finally get what I'm trying to do? And they keep peddling the same thing. But most ideas that you see at that stage, you don't know why they're wrong, but you know that they're half right and half wrong. You like the analysis. You like the fact that they've identified a gap in the market. They that it makes sense. You can see the wind is blowing in the right direction. Whether this execution that you're being shown is the perfect solution to it, you're almost certain it's not. But and that's why actually investing in businesses that have been out there a little bit, even if it's a tiny bit, if they've got a product there and they've got a bit of evidence of it already working or not working, or working in certain places and not in other bits, that's much more appealing. And then, having decent margins. I mean, at business school, we learned about forgiving margins. If you have to build a business that's the margins are always going to be very tight. That's going to be a real struggle at the beginning, because the margins will be even tighter because things won't go according to plan. But frankly, a lot of the stuff that you see in a business plan, I mean, it's got to be there, but it's not. I don't read it because I sort of flick through it. But it's the people. It's the people. It's not necessarily because they've done it before. Sometimes that helps, but often it's just their determination, their understanding of the market, their love for the particular product. It's the point of it's infectious. All of those things are most important. LA Brewery is a good example of this. I sort of see the business as it's been going around for 5 or 6 years now, but the years up to the pandemic, we produced delicious drinks, but they all had to be chilled.
Yes.
And that limited where we could sell massively. But where we did sell, they sold very well, but it just limited you. And then during the pandemic, we sort of didn't really have very many customers because we were selling into hospitality. So it gave us time to sort of rethink it. And so we worked out how to make them so they could be sold ambient. And we also went online because we had to.
Yeah, like a lot of people did over
like
the
a lot of people did. And the online business is now the biggest part of it. And unlike a lot of food and drink products, it really lends itself. It turns out people are buying, kombucha, or particularly our kombucha, as an alternative to wine, and they're buying it in the same way as they would buy wine or beer. So the average order size is very significant. If we put green and blacks online, had that been an option back in whenever it was, I don't think people would have spent 50 odd quid on their first order of chocolate.